Sakonoff will take over. Plays it on the far side, now deep inside the zone. Craig Ludwig cuts over to get it.
The thing that Todd Ewen brings to the Mighty Ducks game in and game out is his willingness to lay the body on people. He's big, he's strong. Not a lot of people in the National Hockey League want to tangle with Todd Ewen, and he's been an extremely effective player for the Mighty Ducks this season. The Shane Churla is playing in the minors. Churla gets in a fight, gets thrown out as he's skating off the ice. His cousin Mark Ripken is yelling at him, and Churla thinks it's just some fan, and he starts yelling back at him, shut up, you punk.
Well, now Shane is really going at it with Todd Ewen. Todd's got that right hand free, and as you can see, Todd is landing a couple of big right hands. Now Shane rips the helmet off of Todd Ewen. Todd trying to grab for the base of the pants and upend Shane, but he is working the back of Todd's head right now. Couple of heavyweights going here, Brian.
Well, that's for sure. Churla, 1,445 penalty minutes in 290 NHL games. You know what he's out there on the ice for, and certainly Todd Ewen, he's no stranger to the fisticuffs either. You know, I really wonder about the strategy by Bob Gainey. Here they have all the momentum going their way. He throws out a Shane Churla and a Jim McKenzie onto the ice. At the same time, the Ducks have Grimson and Ewen out there.
Just caught the blocker of Moe. Centering feed in traffic, and Sean Van Allen couldn't jam it home. Loney's upended. We're going to get a penalty.
Great pressure for the Mighty Ducks. Now the pushing and shoving starts in behind Andy Mogan. There's a couple of pairs of gloves off, Chris.
And it looks like Troy Loney, with his helmet off, is trying to get an open hand. I think it's Mike Craig. I'm not quite certain. Craig, of course, was involved in the scrum in front of goaltender Ron Tugnut. We have a helmetless player. Stepping into him is Randy Ladouceur. I checked that. Gord Donnelly is one of the players skating away, but behind the net, I believe Craig is going to be the other. He's tied up with Ladouceur, but regardless, a couple of players are going to get an escort directly to the penalty box in front of us.
Well, Gord Donnelly, I mean, he's not much of a player for the Dallas Stars. Back injuries in this league, and I think it's a result of a guy like Donnelly hitting players from behind all the time. There's no excuse for that, and he's going to get tossed out of this game, and I think that's a great call by referee Rob Schick. He deserves it.
Shot safe, rebound lay loose. Madonna tried to wrap it in on the short side. Look out here as a shot along the side of the net is turned aside by Tugnut, but we are going to get a penalty coming up here against the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim as a player goes down.
And Mark Ferner hauls down one of the Minnesota forwards, but watch Trent Klatt with his head down try and walk out in front. Sean Van Allen nails him.
The puck squirts up ice. Darian Hatcher. Oh, a big hit back of the net.
He's going to be going to the box for 2 minutes. Couple of big hits been going on.
Neutral zone by Darian Hatcher, and the Mighty Ducks break out with Scaldi, feathering a pass to Volk on the left wing, only to have it intercepted. Volk trying to get it back. He's upended. We're going to get a penalty as Moe comes way out of the net to pounce on a loose puck.
Unfortunately, that puck is just going to squirt to the outside of the goalpost. Look at him trying to swipe at that thing from his knees, and he can't get his stick on it. That's funny. Take a look at the great open ice hit by Mark Ferner on Big Craig Ludwig. You don't see this too often, but what a hit by Ferner. Ducks had the opportunity to clear the zone a minute earlier, but watch Sweeney as he hits a player from behind. I believe it's Dave Gagne.
Loney rubs his man out from behind. Good follow-up, though, by Grant Ledyard. Gets out far side. Emerson plays it to the near side, takes the return feed. Long slap shot, score!
Well, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks as Dean Everson shoots a knuckleball from the blue line. It's one that Ron Tugnut's got to stop, and I think we're going to see this puck skip through the 5-hole of Ron Tugnut. That is a tough way to lose a hockey game because in overtime, you cannot redeem yourself. Watch the shot by Everson. Appears to hit Alexei Kazatonov's stick, and it knuckleballs and dives down and between the legs of Ron Tugnut. That is a tough goal for the Mighty Ducks.